Welcome to PMQ. I'm Steve Green, publisher of PMQ Pizza Magazine, and very glad you joined us. And the reason we're here today is because we have a great guest, Ryan Baggott from Baggott Bots, and he is helping us with the technology to do a real live, sure enough, Facebook national promotion for vegan pizza, which is coming up on November 1st. We'll get into more detail then. So you're part of a live meeting that we're having as an industry to help us prepare for this first national effort to sell more pizza through independent pizzerias. And let me kind of set up where the industry is right now. This will take about 2 minutes, but I think this is good to put everything into perspective. Right now, pizza consumers have radically changed the way they want to buy their pizza, and we're figuring out how to radically change the way we sell it to keep up with them. So it's time for us as a $50 billion pizza industry to marshal our forces and figure out how to take advantage of this opportunity in time where everybody's winning right now, or I wouldn't say everybody's winning, but many of our industry people have adjusted and are selling more pizza than they were last year, or selling about as much as they were last year. So everybody's happy, except for those people that are having trouble transitioning to carry out and delivery. But the good news is that we are Domino's has been selling way more than their share of pizza. They've gone from 9% of the market to 15% of the market in just the last 7 years. 7 years ago, the top 22 chains did a majority of the pizza business. Today, 13 chains do 50% or more of the pizza sales. So, although individual pizzerias are doing okay, what's really happening is the chains are getting more market share, and that's great for the chains. They're really selling logistics right now, but the independents have more than logistics to sell. When independents get back the technology parity that the chains have, we're preparing for that now. We want to sell. If the conversation is about logistics, the chains are winning. If the conversation is about how do we order the next pizza on an app, the chains are winning. But for the independents to win, the strategy needs to be on the pizza itself, about the quality of the pizza, the qualities of the pizza. So one of the nichiest qualities of pizza that exist right now, the number one search term for certain kinds of pizza is vegan pizza. And so, alas, that's why we're having a national vegan pizza promotion in November, and we'd like independent and even small chains to participate in this and celebrate vegan pizza during the month of November and bring attention and digital visibility and accessibility to our online ordering to a centralized place that we can create with the gravity that independents can bring if we aggregate ourselves as a marketing force. And so we brought in today what I think is the general of a general of marketing, Ryan Baggott. He's somebody who I've run into recently. Very glad I ran into him. He is helping us with some of his super, I wouldn't say secret, he's sharing it, but some of his very leading edge technology that he's sharing with PMQ so that we can share it with our readers. And we're going to have a, sure enough, Facebook national promotion in Facebook. I'm sure Facebook doesn't like us using their name, but as if it's a Facebook event. It's not a Facebook event, but we are using Facebook, our Facebook audiences to promote to them. We can sell them pizza digitally with Ryan's technology. So I think it's time. That's why we're here. And so now we're going to switch over to Ryan. And Ryan, thank you for coming back again. You're a man of action. You're somewhere out in the field working for a client today. That background doesn't look familiar.
Yeah.
Where are you today, Ryan?
First, man, thanks for having me again. Today, I'm in Savannah, Georgia, so not far from home on Hilton Head, and I am at a place called Big Bon Bodega, and this is a beautiful restaurant on Bull Street, downtown Savannah. The owner, Kay, who's wonderful, a Savannah staple, she's always trying to get ahead and be a leader in her space and even outside of her space, from restaurants to tech, I guess. And so she's the newest TTT sign up. That's Tap the Table. She's just committed to that, and she's going to keep rocking it.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
That's where I am today.
Yeah, I forgot to mention Tap the Table. I'm sorry about that, Brian. I'm glad you got your Tap the Table hat, but Tap the Table is the reason we're here today. You're helping us. You're helping us sell more pizza, and so I guess the most important thing that we'd like to know is, how do you sign up for this national promotion? There's lots of independent pizza people out there that have vegan pizza, and this is an opportunity for them to show their stuff to nationally, but to people especially in their area. So tell us how it works and how you would sign up for this.
Well, again, I appreciate it. Well, first, I'm sure that along the print line of things, you guys have that just well taken care of. Being the pizza marketing authority, I'm sure you have print in place. But on the digital side, where I spend my time, there are actually several ways to opt in to the contest. And I think that's important. One mistake that I find people and businesses make with their online and digital advertising is they're, maybe even without knowing it, creating barriers. And so, for example, you might not think it's a barrier to see something on Facebook or Instagram and then be asked to click that thing and then be asked to go to a website and then be asked to fill out a form, for example. Like, we would think as marketers, that's pretty easy, but it needs to change. It's 2020, and Tap the Table helps accomplish that. So what I'll do, since you've asked me to share my screen, is I'll show you a little something here. Let's see, share. Okay, I think you can see my screen now, maybe getting there. And so what we'll do is, let's go over here to the pizza vegan post here. And what we have is being a post that says, we want you to click here, or you can even comment. Now, I've commented, and so I have a response that says, here's awesome from Ryan, and then here's PMQ, check your DMs. Well, I will check the DM, and what do we have in here? I'm going to show you guys actually at this point how it could work here. If I click, I'm going to go into my messages here, and then boom, tap one of the buttons to continue. Can you still see the screen, Steve?
Yeah.
Cool. So we're going to tap to continue. Great.
Mm-hmm.
And it's asking me, are you ready? So I don't think that's Ingrid back there doing all this stuff. So it's asking me the name of my restaurant. In this case, I'll just say Ryan's Restaurant.
So you're signing up live on the website.
Signing up right now.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Cool. And then what is the name of the pizza you'd like to enter? We're going to call it Ryan's Pizza. Not really a restaurant. We're just going to see how easy this is, right? Almost done. We're going to describe it. It's delicious. And let's make sure I'm spelling that right. And made on a wood fire. Right, that's a popular thing. Okay. Now it's going to say upload a pizza, upload a photo. Now, in this case, because I'm really not a restaurant and I'm not going to upload a photo, I'm going to hit skip. But it's so easy to upload a photo. It's just one tap. There's your images right there in Facebook. And you're in Facebook Messenger, guys. Everyone's got this Messenger app on their phone. And now here's where the really fun stuff happens. Please confirm your email address. A form may not recognize the form field to be an email placeholder. In this case, Facebook does know your email. You don't even have to type it. You just have to confirm that is the email that you want to share. And PMQ or Tap the Table would never ever have access to information from anyone unless it was granted. So in this case, to continue, we need to confirm our email. With one tap, we've done that. And one last thing, give us a link to your Facebook page. So it's facebook.com for me, Ryan.Baggott. There I am. Here's my Facebook page, and that should be all set.
Wow.
Perfect. And this is also something that your website or your app's not going to do. Be able to have that engaging conversational style message going on. We've got a little bit here. Perfect. And then to finalize your entry, because I promised you last time I was going to get PMQ into the text message marketing space, right? I promised you.
Yeah.
Now the last piece of the puzzle, let's collect that cell phone information again. Facebook knows my phone number, so we have a one-tap opt-in. Boom.
Wow.
And then we're all set.
Wow.
And now I've got the chance to go to the Pizza Vegan website. Here we are, and that's that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. What do you think?
I think it's fabulous. Yeah, it's so that you just demonstrated how long it takes to sign up. So anybody watching, if you want to participate in the Facebook promotion, it takes you that long to sign up for it. Now, at that point, there's additional, that allows, you're letting anybody sign up and use this free for November for this. So this doesn't cost anybody anything. They keep 100% of the profits.
That's right.
But it is limited. It is, which is fine for pizzavegan.com. This is part of a national promotion, and we're hoping the consumers will show up there in November, and they'll find local. These will be the offers. People will say, well, what's going on in my neck of the woods? And then when that pizza that you just uploaded, the description, all that will be made available to a national audience. And then those people that are in your local area will find you, and they can order a pizza. And these orders will just come flowing in. But if you wanted to use Tap the Table all the time, then you need to sign up with you, and you can do more than just this, right?
Much more. That's right.
We did an interview with one of your customers that was very happy with what they were doing. How are they doing? We haven't heard from them in a month.
John and Stoner's Pizza, man, it's the last time that he was on your show, which wasn't that long ago. I think he's already opened up 2 more locations. We just did a launch for Ravenel, South Carolina last week, and man, people love that pizza. And the brand is just so fun.
Yeah.
The brand is it's so 2020. It's fun. The price is right. The vibe's right. They got something really special going on over there, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. And I'm hoping that Tap the Table will continue to help that franchise just explode. And the coolest part is, although I provide the tools with Tap the Table, it's really in the corporate team's wheelhouse to create these really cool guest experiences in the digital space, which I think we'll see a lot more of.
Well, Ryan, we're just getting started. This is the first of probably 15 different marketing campaigns that we're looking to do nationally over the next few months. So if you're in our audience today and you're a pizza operator, please sign up for this. And if you have any news, or if you'd like to participate in this conversation, please make yourself known. And if you have some content that we can put up on Pizza Vegan, we'd like that. If you have some really cool photos of vegan pizza that you're proud of, or a video or a story, or you have a soapbox you want to get on about vegan pizza, as long as it's nice, we'd welcome all of that. And and if you're a supplier, this is an opportunity for you to help the pizza industry and the hardworking men and women that are out there, feeding everybody right now, basically. And this is a great way for you to support them by ensuring digital visibility and accessibility by representing your brand. Let's say you're X and X cheese company. You know who your customers are. we can work on promoting your brand of cheese, and you can help the very people that are representing your product. And so there's ways that Tyson, Burke, Procter and Gamble, I don't know, whoever's out there that wants to do a national promotion locally with the help of local pizza operators that are there working to box top and hang window clings that you provide us to put on windows. We did this national promotion in 2005 with the History Channel already. We know what this is like, and we had great success. We produced the #1 show for the History Channel in 2005, and now we realize with digital online ordering, we're really have an opportunity to change the industry, make it better, and really satisfy the consumer. We want the consumer to win this battle for market share. The variety, adventure, everything that consumers want can be found in the independent segment, and the chains are doing a great job with logistics. We appreciate their help. They've been expanding our market. They've been teaching us how to use this technology. And so now you really have the best of both worlds. But the future of our industry, I think, depends on some help from people like Ryan Baggott, our sponsors, and participants like you. So, Ryan, what else? Did I miss anything?
I think I don't recall if we looked at the dashboard the last time we were on or not. But if anyone hasn't logged in to Tap the Table, or if they're on the fence about what does this thing actually do, I think maybe it could be cool to show a quick overview of the marketing section, because that's where so much of the fun stuff happens.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, I think
before you do that, let me mention one thing that Ingrid whispered in my ear.
Yeah,
and that is that I didn't mention that we have until October 15th to sign up for this. The campaign starts November 1st. Look in your PMQ magazine, because PMQ magazine has we have some artwork, we have some theme, we have some marketing ideas that you can use to participate. And now we want to show your marketing dashboard.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
Ryan, go tell us more about this. This is so interesting.
Yeah, my whole career in digital, basically, I've been trying to prove how well Facebook works, and in some cases it was easier than others. I'm going to share my screen here. What I've done now is made a surefire way to really show what's happening with your social. So this is the dashboard here. When you sign up for Tap the Table, and again, it's totally free to sign up, you'll be brought into this dashboard. And on the sides here, you had your different options, your tabs. And the one I want to show you guys is the marketing tab. It's where I spend a lot of my time in when I'm using Tap the Table to promote myself. We have 6 amazing tools that are extremely powerful. The first one is a Facebook automatic comment tool. And what this does is, especially for a page or for a brand that has a ton of activity on social, and they have so many comments they can't keep up. And if your page isn't there, don't worry. Tap the Table can help you get there. But if you're running a contest and part of the deal is to comment something, what will happen is Tap the Table, as your restaurant's page, will like that comment. It will respond to the comment publicly, and then also send a DM, maybe even with a link. And that's exactly what the pinned post does for PMQ. So anyone that wants to test this on PMQ's Facebook page, the pinned post, just comment on that post, and you'll see what happens. The next tab is the email campaigns tab. I make a big point to tell my clients that if you're going to spend the time, money, and energy making a Facebook post, make it work for you. If you're not already collecting data from your social media posts, you're really just leaving so much on the table. So email's built right in, and guess what? It is free. I do not charge for one single email. Send as many as you want to, as big of a list as you want, okay? Next is SMS, which I'm really excited about. If your restaurant's not already text messaging, which so many are not, but it's surprising these days. You can start within, probably 5 minutes of setting up your table account. You could be sending text messages to a list you're building. It's key to not spend Facebook ad dollars continually on the same person, in my opinion. So example, you spend $100 on a Facebook post in your local area to reach new customers. You've reached Ryan, who's never been to your restaurant before, and then boom, I come in. Well, if you have to rely on Facebook ads to reach Ryan every time, that can become uneconomical. So if you could just email or text him, it becomes much more affordable. QR code generator, this is really cool. I'll click into this to get you to see how it actually runs. What we have here is any of the funnels that we made. So in this case, I've got a free stuff and comments funnel. I can simply click generate, and now I've got a QR code. Same thing applies for your menu. I can show you a list of your menu categories, no problem. Hit generate, download, and you're all set. And then I've got the same deal here with your NFC links, which if you don't know NFC, we could spend a whole nother episode on that. But these are essentially just links for your website, for your emails, for your Facebook posts, and it gets them into Messenger, which lets you know who you're dealing with. And everyone, this is probably the coolest feature about how all the system works together, is when someone now engages with you on Messenger or deals with you in the comments, what you're doing is you're building a huge database of people. So I'm going to have their name, if they're male or female, if they've opted in for marketing through email, if they've opted in for another way, and you're building a huge database on your customers. Those guys are my close friends, by the way, giving me testing abilities, just so you know, don't freak out.
Yeah, I was thinking about
they're my close friends. But this information, if you're not getting that, like you're just missing the boat on so many different ways. We've got our order section here. We've got a lot of tools, I think, to solve a lot of the major problems that marketers have for restaurants.
Wow, that's like looking at a Ferrari dashboard and just thinking, wow, where could I take this thing? That's a lot to dig in, but you've got all the components right there. I love that. I can't wait to get one going for a PMQ.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you would make. I think you can make some fun stuff for PMQ. Yeah. Well,
we'll show it to our audience, and there's so many people that I want to get to see that so that they can start taking advantage of this. And really, what we need now, this is so new. This is so. You've only been doing this for in its current form. What, since the first of the year?
So it's even shorter than that. So I've been in digital marketing for 10 years, social media specifically. In the past, I would say really since November of 2019, I've really started focusing on automation in marketing. So it's a lot of conversational chatbot stuff, but it's a lot more than that. It's when this happens, I want these 10 things to happen afterwards to make sure I get that customer feedback, to be sure I get that customer to come back again. And so it was a mission all year long through different means and applications. And I did a lot of work in Google Sheets to organize information and data that I was getting from Facebook. And man, I learned the hard way. You don't need Google Sheets for business functions like this for clients, because if they break, you're in trouble. And that's really why Tab the Table was born. And I have the dashboard now in this way so that I never have the chance that the system fails.
Yeah, what's so great about this is that this is perfectly designed for independent pizza operators that don't have the budgets to compete with national people. Totally. But you've really brought the technology down to the level of your neighborhood, and independents are better than the competitor. Every independent is in the middle of their delivery area or in the middle of their market. So they're perfectly positioned to fight the battle in their own backyard. So now they have the same technology that the big guys have, but they're fighting local. So this, I think the future of our industry is going to be that the chains were a sleeping giant, or they've awakened a sleeping giant. Now we have the technology that they do. Now it's going to be about pizza. Who's got the best pizza? And there's probably 10-to-1 independents that are all passionate people looking to serve their customers really well. So it's just going to be better for our industry. You expect things to get better. This is one of those things that's getting better, and it's not even political. So this is.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. You nailed it. And for me, I've always been someone that has rooted for the underdog. I'm always looking for whoever that current champion is. Go ahead and have someone knock them off the pedestal, because that's what the market's about, right? So, in my opinion, and I've worked for a major agency before in my life, so I know how, I won't say any names, but I know how these bigger franchises operate with the $100 million budgets for their marketing and advertising. And of course, your local steakhouse or pizzeria can't compete with that, you would think. Mm-hmm. But with At the Table, I have really leveled the playing field, I think, for these restaurants, because I'm telling you, from the moment of sign up to 30 minutes later, now your Facebook page is doing more for you than those guys' Facebook pages are doing, because they don't have this tool. And I know what's going on. I've tested it. All the big guys, they don't have some of these tools. And plus, when you're not doing email and SMS marketing, you go from zero to doing it. It's a new revenue. It's a new form of communication. And the whole idea here, and this is to level the playing field, start the conversation with the customer that never ends, and that always leads to a conversion, and we'll win. They'll win. They can win against the big guys.
Yeah, it also opens up really a great opportunity, because there's only like 10 ways to sell a pizza. You've got logistics, you have delivery, you have quality, you have personality. When it comes down to it, you have Domino's. They have 15% of the market, but they have one pizza. There's 33,000 other brands and styles and types of pizza. So if you're looking for the world's best pizza for you, mathematically, there's a very good chance that you're going to find it beyond the top 13 chains. Mm-hmm. And so, but the chains also are kind of in a box, because they're talking about, well, we can deliver a certain kind of pizza to you really fast, or we can, but they just have these 13 pizzas. We have the other people have 34,000 pizzas. So now we can talk about variety. We can talk about, the personalities that these people have that they can share, and use the personal human connections.
Totally.
And I love the idea of doing the vegan, because that is the nichiest of all niches. 25% of consumers are actively looking for vegan. So in 25% of our readers, only 25% of them have a vegan pizza. But if you have just one vegan pizza, there's a good chance that you can win a little incremental business by having it. But
totally, and I'd be willing to bet, going off that, you've just kind of given me an idea with the system itself at the table. If you are that person that is looking for the vegan pizza, and you only have that one place in town that serves it, because no one else is considering their dietary needs or wants, whatever. Mm-hmm. With At the Table, one thing that would be so cool to see one of your members, because the PMQ restaurant owners are the forward-thinking places, the subscription model of this, what are some of those, like HelloFresh, with this tool, with one tap, they could have that vegan pizza delivered on Thursday at 7:30 every single week forever. Like it's a subscription-based deal that I think we can see
subscription-based.
We can see
that's a whole new area, and we could do that.
Yeah, it's totally with a tap. And I think that with tools like this and things like Facebook and YouTube and these social media outlets, I think the playing field is going to be leveled across the board here eventually. And I think this is one way that, you think outside of the box. Even during this time, I've seen clients break records every weekend when their neighbors are closed,
Yeah. Let me check in with Ingrid. Ingrid, do we have any questions? from any of our fans out there? Okay, no, we don't. I tell you what, this is the beginning of a long conversation. We're going to have you back in the future, of course,
Thank you,
Ryan, and we'd like you to, to get a conversation started with our people every Monday at 2 p.m. Central. We're going to continue this conversation because we have a deadline now. So we're going to be working on this every week, and so. From time to time, we'll be bringing Ryan back in. So, if you have any, I'd like to invite everyone to be part of this, and contribute some ideas, give us some help. This is a big project, and we're doing it for the consumer. We want the consumer to be more satisfied with their choices. Everybody wins if the consumer wins. Our markets will all grow. But I think the key is to recognize that a lot of the chains is wonderfully as they've done, there has been some crowding out of independence on smartphones. One of the problems we're finding is that consumers only have so much room on their smartphones, and so what I'm hoping to do is to create, with the help of enough independence, a centralized app, a centralized website, a centralized place where we can all be found and explored and pizza discovered through an independent force, through our independent marketing force. So join us next week, be part of the conversation, and let's change the conversation that consumers are having from which app should I use to order my next pizza to where do I really find the best pizza, and where do I find the best pizza for me where I live, and that brings them to local pizza. And I'd like to thank General Ryan Baggott for coming in today.
Well, I sure do appreciate it, and I would love to help anyone that has those social media questions out there. Don't pay your guru next couple months. Just bring the questions to PMQ, and we'll get them answered for you guys.
Good. And you can always go direct to tapthetable.io.
That's correct, yes. And I would encourage you to sign up for an account. I mean, in 60 seconds, you're selling your products. You're ensuring you're never missing those messages or those comments again. You're not going to leave the customer hanging ever again. There's a lot of benefit, and I'm here to help.
Right. And the good news is that Ryan is really, relatively new to the industry. He's a small company. He hasn't had a chance to get to the point where he's making unconscionable profits. So you can still get some good pricing.
Oh yeah, I think so. I sure do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Okay, well I would call that a wrap. So let's say goodbye. Goodbye, y'all.
See you later. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.